How's it going, everyone? I want to do a video on ENTO as this is the #1 trending stock coming into December 9th of this weekend here. So lots of chatter about this, and I've been kind of looking up on it. I've seen on StockTwits like maybe some phase 3 data, as someone said, but yeah, so someone's anticipating some news. You can see after hours, we have some volume coming in, and on the daily chart, obviously, when things start running, people start getting overhyped about it. With 422,000 volume, this thing went up 34%, and then it picked up almost 2 million volume to go up 20% here. So and you could see this thing had like pretty much no volume here, and that's what causes these massive moves here. I mean, look at this: 95,000 volume, 85, 27,000, 50,000, and so really not much volume all throughout before, right? And you can see on these big pumps where they have 10 million volume coming from 25,000 volume, you can get a massive spike, and that's really what I would anticipate. But a lot of the times is too these do tend to fall down. I mean, after all, these are just penny stocks, so having an uptrend is going to be really hard. You can see when the EMA 20 is the top band on the daily chart, price is going to be in a downtrend. And you can see when price hits this, we had these big moves down here where, price is unsustainable because this is going to be your big resistance area here. And you can see, you can make pretty nice money here. From here to here was a 38% down move if you shorted, but that's usually what happens. But when you touch it multiple times, you start to break through it. So obviously with pennies, when there's a lot of hype on social media, this can bring in a lot of FOMO for people to want to buy this and pump this right up, right? So some things to note is we are at this red band, which is my ATR4 on my Keltner channel, and usually what happens is price tends to not be sustainable here. It doesn't mean it can't just go way up, because that is, it can go way above, but the problem is with these settings here, price tends to revert to the mean, right? Or have a pullback. So you can see this big upper wick and then it comes shooting down. We get kind of the pattern right here where we're seeing right now. We had this big move up, gets close, and then pulls down. You can see kind of the similarity of two big green candles, and then this third is probably going to go up a little more and then probably go down here. So I mean, I like to see that, to see, okay, has this ever like penetrated that ATR4 to where it's significantly? And you can see right here, it could do something like this. You see this? It starts running up, the hype gets, going here. But look at this small volume on this pump here. So we hit this, big upper band here, and then it plummets like pretty much instantly. So and then you can have something like this where it's just a pump dump and then go down instantly too. So I definitely would not hold this long, even though everyone's hyping it up. Yeah, you can get in and out of these plays. What's the percentage return to this upper band? You're looking at 13%. So in my opinion, like, it's really, yeah, you can go above it too. Yeah, you can keep going above it, but the risk versus reward is, it's just all right in my opinion. And then if we go back to the EMA 5, which is this purple band, you're looking at a negative 22%. That's if it bounces from that area. Let's say it goes to the left, EMA 10 is a 30%, and then my blue band is an EMA 20, which is your 32%. So reversion to the mean is going to happen. We know that's going to happen. It's a must. When you see price go all the way down, what happens is price comes back up to these EMAs. Now, the question is, when do they do it? In my experience, anything that don't touch the EMA 5 and 7 daily candles is long. So we look for that short-term reversion to the mean if we're trading against the trend. Obviously, this is starting to form a mini uptrend because you had the EMA 20 as the most bottom band. And you can see when that does do that, this is the kind of the position where I would look to go long. When you have that EMA 20 at the bottom, you have this big massive move up, hitting this upper band here, which is a sell zone. It's unsustainable, and if price just swiftly comes back to it, you can look to get into an entry. Let me get the entry right here on that EMA 20 here. And so if you did, you can get that next leg up, and look at this beautiful move it had up here. I mean, this was a massive return from this EMA 20 all the way up all the way up to there, right? So this was a 126% move. So, and that's really what I'm kind of looking for. Do I want to just buy it up in here in no man's land when I know it's a sell zone? No, because I've seen this system work many times, and looking at the past history of this stock, anything can happen, of course, but it has really struggled to get past these settings, and they revert very fast to that mean. So, is this going to be different? We will definitely see. The algos, can do whatever they want. I suspect with this amount of hype, this amount of anticipation, I do think a big move is going to happen. Because look, after hours, you're already starting to get that, already getting that volume coming in here, some massive volume coming in after hours. So a lot of people see this on their scanners, and they're going to want to buy in right when the bell hits, and that could cause shorts to cover. Because when you see a lot of chatter, you see a lot of bullish people, it makes you just want to, get in yourself and cover your short position if you're in. So, and then the shorts covering is a for sure buyer, and that's what causes this to short squeeze. So, and that's really what happens. We've seen GME and AMC, the hype, the hopium, and that's really what causes it. Massive amount of people posting about it and causing a short squeeze. So, ENTO is the number one talked about. It's all over, messages coming in. So I had to do a message, my thesis about it. Do I think this goes way above this upper band? I do think so. I think your short-term gain here is at least 10%. It could go a little higher. I think 10 to 20% is your return on this. Could it go even way more? Yes, but try to trail and stop it. Don't let this be the theory of this, because I'm pretty sure everyone was hyped up in here just for it to come down. Just like this, everyone was hyped, and then just for it to come down. And it doesn't mean, when we touch this EMA 20 multiple times, it could eventually break. So, yes, you get your bounce here for another uptrend move, but it got a little lower, and then we bounce here, and then we'll finally make that downtrend. So that's what I want to make. That's my thesis on this. It is nice to see that you are forming a mini uptrend. I'm just looking at how big this downtrend was. Here was another instance where, you had this big thing up, and then we come back down to this EMA 20, and actually we broke right through it. This candle right here, if you ever see like your EMA 20 get broke right through this, like this amount, you look for this candle retest the top of the band, which is your EMA 10, and that's usually where you get out, because that resumes the downtrend. So just, it's something for, if you ever wanted to learn something about that, that's usually what I look to do if I'm like, wow, the trend just really got sucked. If this just goes way below the EMA 20, you look for retest back to that top EMA, and then that usually resumes that downtrend. But yeah, I mean, you can't really be bearish on this unless it comes close to this red band here. It's almost there. It's more of a risk versus reward type scenario. I think, anybody that got in on Friday, obviously with all this hopium and hype, FOMO coming in, this thing is going to probably easily pump 10 to 20% on Monday, if not more. And then a lot of people are going to get in late, and that's why I'm making this video, and then they're going to get dumped on, and they're going to be like, what the heck happened, right? And that's the same story we see every time. Where I would like to buy, of course, is at this EMA 20. That's where you're going to get the best case scenario, because you be patient, you let people pump it up, have that retest type pattern if you're following that uptrend, and then let it resume up. So, and that's really, the kind of pattern I like to see is, this EMA 20, it'll probably go up around here on Monday, and then you see that new high pattern right there. So, if you guys like this video, do give it a like, subscribe, comment. If you guys do want to join the Discord on where I alert these kind of plays, where I alert my best favorite plays of where I can win over 90% doing this swing trading strategy, feel free to join. I'll put the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description will say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. And when you do join, it will take you to this free chat landing page. It doesn't mean you're a subscriber yet. If you want to become a member, all you have to do is just hit day trade alerts, and you'll get access to swing trades and day trades for literally only $12 a month. It's up to you. And if you just want swing trades, it's only $6 a month. But my highest service is Day and Swing Trading Plus, which is $12 a month, and you can see both services at Server Shop or say service subscriptions on your phone. And just a little side tip: if you do subscribe, try to do it on your computer, because it'll avoid the iOS fee. It'll save you like $1 or $2, and it'll be the cheapest way to do it that way. If you do have Android, you will have to do it on your computer, because they're having issues with that on Discord. Then you can use your phone just as normal once you subscribe on your computer. But yeah, it'll take you to this nice Discord. What I show you is, I'm not trying to do like a signals thing, but what I try to give you guys high probability alerts of what is the really strong trends. And then if there's a really downtrend or a really big uptrend, I can trade against the trend on the flip side of the coin using these bands here that I showed you before. Like I said, if we touch this upper band here and we have multiple candles of time distance not touching the EMAs, well, we can do the opposite trend and have that reversion to the mean. Obviously, I'm very picky on those, but when I do find those plays, we will tend to look for those plays too. So I hope you guys like this video. Give a like, subscribe, comment. Hope to see you guys in the Discord, and I will alert my plays here in the swing trade alerts here. You can get a little preview, and day trade alerts, we get about 1 to 2 every day, and swing trades about 1 every day too, of the highest value trade that I see in the market. I try to screen everything. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the Discord.